Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Patty Bennett, and I am excited for today because we're going to be looking at fun new products and bundles and designer paper and embellishments and all the fun new things from the mini catalog and Sale-a-Bration. So if you're joining in live, today is Friday, December 15th. And this is a weekly Facebook Live. So I would invite you to say hello if you are joining live. And if you're watching a replay, that is wonderful as well. If you have questions and, oh, one sec. Designer paper and embellishments and... Sorry, I had it on silent, but I guess it decided to change its mind. That was my iPad. Anyway, if you're watching a replay, wonderful as well. And if you ever have questions on a replay, I always encourage you to use hashtag replay, and that's how I can quickly and easily find your questions later after the live. So if you're watching live, say hello. I see Jean and Rosie, Esther, Shan, Diane, Donna, Sue, Tanya, Tracy, Sarah, Lillian, hello everybody. It says and 45 people. So hello everybody. So happy that you are here. I am going to give everyone about 30 seconds just to find the live, and then we will go ahead and officially start. So here we go. This is like the official, so you know who I am. Patty Bennett. I blog at pattystamps.com where I share lots of fun, creative stamping ideas with you. I try to blog every single day. Once in a while I miss one, but you can always find lots of inspiration there. And usually it's current product, but today we're talking about the new catalogs that are starting on January 4th. So we have this mini catalog that starts on January 24th and runs through the end of April. January 4th, 2024. I knew I was going to do that. Like, isn't that weird how you get your brain all tricked? Anyway, January 4th through the end of April, 2024. And then Sale-a-Bration is Stampin' Up's amazing and wonderful once a year gift giving. I mean, it's amazing. And I'm sorry that I can't open these. We can't show you the inside until they start on January 4th. But inside here, there are lots and lots of free gifts that you can select when you place a $50 or $100 order in the US. It's different prices in different parts of the world, but US, $50 and $100. There's also a great join opportunity. So extra product or the glass mat studio is something that you can select if you join my Love to Stamp group and Stampin' Up as a demonstrator. So we'll look inside the catalogs on January 4th or after. But right now, what I have for you is all of the products that I got during our demonstrator pre-order. And you may have seen this before. What I love to do when I get my brand new products is I get out the stamps and the dies, the paper, any embellishment, embossing folder, whatever. And I die cut everything. I stamp everything. I like to get familiar with it because here's what I have found. If I leave my stamp sets in the case, if I leave my dies in the package, and I don't use them right away, I don't tend to use them enough. But if I get everything out right away, right off the bat, and you know how I love to put them on my magnet card. Sorry, I was using these two. I love to put all my dies on magnet cards. I like to keep them in these little pockets. These are all from Stampin' Storage. You can find these products by going to pattystamps.com, and you can click My Craft Room, and that'll give you links to everything that I use to organize in my craft room. But anyway, that's a side note. So what I was saying was I get my dies out of the Stampin' Up packaging. I put them on my magnet sheets. I die cut one of everything. I make my little samplers, and that really helps to familiarize myself with the product. And then if there are stamps that go with a bundle or something, I like to stamp those. Like here we have the second one we'll be talking about. So I stamped and die cut the images plus all the dies that are in that bundle. So we're going to go through these 9 bundles plus the designer paper, and then there are some embossing folders, there's embellishments, and I'm going to talk really fast because I don't want to keep you for like 3 hours today. So we're going to go quick. So buckle your seatbelt, put your helmets on, and get ready to go. I just saw a question from Michelle. Do I keep my samplers in a binder? I actually don't put them in a binder. I have them right here next to me with my catalogs. They're over to my right where I keep my catalogs, and I just refer to them when I need to. A binder would be a wonderful idea. Maybe someday I'll be that organized, but that's a fabulous idea. I do archive them all on my blog though. So at pattystamps.com, which I was mentioning before was where I blog, there is under the gallery tab an inspiration sheet drop down tab. And so all of these will be on my blog tomorrow. So that will be December 16th, and they'll be on that tab as well. Oh, this number, after I got all these done, I thought, you know what, the page number would have been helpful. So I just wrote that down. So this is on page 62. This is on page 28. Yeah, I should have done that originally, but it didn't dawn on me until later that that's something I should have done. So yeah, live and learn. But at least, hey, I got the name of the dies and the number, the bundle number, and my link. So I got that far. Let me just pause 1 second. I'm just going to see if there was a question. These are 8.5 by 11, Jolene, but often if they are smaller sets, I will do them on a half a sheet. So I'll cut a half sheet and do a half sheet. But most of them I just like to do a full page because I can't fit all this right onto a half sheet. Let's see. The mini goes live to customers on January 4th. And let's see, was there anything else? Thanks, Michelle. Yes, I love looking at them this way. Oh, great, Katarina. I'm glad you have found the live. Thank you for joining. Hello, Christine in Australia. I've seen so many of you have joined in. We had 100 people just like join in all of a sudden. So hello in Canada. Oh my goodness. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Vicky. Hello, everybody. Okay, so let's get going. Like I said, buckle your seatbelts. We're going quick. Now, this is not in any particular order, but I decided to just pick an order and share with you. So if you are a demonstrator and you already have your catalog, this is not going in any particular order. Sorry about that, but we're just going to look at all the fun new goodies. So everyday details. I love basic shapes. Anytime we have any kind of basic shapes, I always get that. So this die set, as you can see, has rectangles and it has circles. And the one thing that I really want to point out with this, which I think is really, really cool, is that this one was the die cut out of this negative space. So as you can see, it has the little holes both on the inside and the outside. So that's what you're seeing here, the holes on the inside and the holes on the outside. And I just happened to write this down in case you want this for reference, that if you were to cut your cardstock 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 or 4 3/4 by 3 1/4, it gives you this beautiful frame. And of course that can be any size you want, but I'm just saying this piece is this dimension. You will get both a frame and the inside if you do that. So I loved that. Now the same thing with this circle. So on this circle, if you were to cut, say, a 3 1/2 or 3 1/4 inch square, and you did this, you're going to get this neat little square with a circle opening with the dots, and this is the piece that pops out of here. So I loved that. The other thing I want to point out to you is The smallest rectangle and the smallest circle have really tiny little perforated dots. They're not large like the rest. So again, this is why I like to die cut everything right away, because then I see things like this and I get a feel for, oh, what am I going to stamp inside this size? Or what greeting is going to fit here or here? So this is a huge benefit to getting your products out, using them all right away, and not putting it off. So Everyday Details, page 28. Now this is the stamp set that's part of the bundle, and it's a little unusual in the fact that there are no dies to cut these shapes out. But of course you can see, you could stamp this on here, you could stamp this on here. So you get the idea. They coordinate, but isn't it funny how it's so different? I love that though. I think that's great that Stampin' Up! Did that it's not necessarily an outline of the stamp, but I'm just pointing it out. How do I store them? I was saying earlier, Andrea, they're just next to me over here next to my catalogs, but a binder would be a brilliant idea, as some other people had pointed out. What about the other dies? Debbie, which dies? Let me just look on page 28. I can't show you the inside, so I'm looking over here on the side. Maybe I missed something. Page 28. I don't see another set of dies. So I'm going to move on though, because like I said, we need to go fast here. All right, next is going to be Thoughtful Expressions. So we're going to talk about this one. Hang on, I need to find a system here to put what we've already talked about over to the side. Okay, Thoughtful Expressions. This is a little more typical of a bundle. When you think about our bundles, how you might want to stamp the hummingbird and the die will cut out the hummingbird. So we can cut out the flowers, the hummingbird, the smaller flower, and this little sprig. So those 4 images cut out. But then you can see here that we also have 3 leaf dies, a flower die that's kind of fun and large and modern looking, and these 3 tiny little flowers. And then look, 4 of these beautiful shapes. I love this shape. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 6 of these. Like, holy cow, what an amazing bundle. And like the one we just looked at, I wanted to point this out to you. Can you see on here how, I hope this is focusing, there are little dots on the outside as well as the dots that are on the actual die cut. So this is something that for the larger shapes, if you wanted to do maybe a circle around that and then have this little decorative edge on the outside, so you're having like a peekaboo inside a hole, then you have those. And same thing with this other shape. Hoping this is focusing for you. The little dashed lines are also on the outside of some of the dies, as well as the inside. Just a fun little tip there, and I love that you can have 2 ways to use it. I did stamp the 3 greetings inside a few of the shapes to give you a little idea. And then Enjoy Your Day, that one I didn't stamp because it just, like, you could stamp it in the middle of here, but that seemed like an awfully big die just for that. So this one you might just want to do like on a little strip of cardstock. So that is Thoughtful Expressions, page 62. Okay, and I see there was a couple comments. Let me get back here. More dies. Oh, in that set. Yes, there were. These is what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I was kind of spacing at the question before. My fault. I did not test these. They just simply make little holes in those designs. So they'll just make little holes in your card. They don't actually cut out a whole thing, like a strip. They just make holes. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to do trusty tools next. So let me just see. Yes. Oh, perfect. Cheryl says the negative space on those dies would be a great shaker card. Awesome. Yes. All right. Let me just see. Hi, Shirley. Love you, Mom, too. She's like my second mom. So she calls herself number 2 or Mom 2. Love you. Yes, Melanie, they are awesome. And Melanie, I apologize. The samplers did not come yet. So I will mention that in a minute when I get to the DSP. Oh, would I please explain why it's okay to show the products but not the inside of the catalog? Johanna, I have no idea. I do not understand that policy. It is a Stampin' Up! Policy that once you have your products, you are welcome to create with them and share the products, but we cannot show the inside of the catalog till it goes live. The only thing that I can think of, and this is just my guess, okay, just my guess, is that it has something to do with the companies that counterfeit our products. And if they have the actual page in the catalog that they could, like, I know Xerox is an old word, but you know what I mean, that they could copy, then they can counterfeit our products easier. That's my only guess. I don't know. So I wish we could show the inside of the catalog because it would just make this kind of video so much easier. But anyway, yeah. Cynthia says she can't see the video. Is anyone else having trouble? I hope not. I hope this is going well. We are going to look at trusty tools. I know I'm talking fast, but friends, we have a lot to look at. Look at this amazingly fun, super duper cute stamp set. Lots of matching dies to cut out the tools. And if that wasn't good enough, this is a Sale-a-Bration item, and lots of these tools can be cut out right out with these dies. So the bundle is in the catalog, page 56, and it is a purchase. You would buy this. You could elect to purchase this awesomely fun, grid paper. I love grid paper. This awesomely fun paper as your free item during Sale-a-Bration while supplies last, January and February. So trust me, I'm stocking up on several packs because this right here is my husband to a T, and I love this, and I want to be able to make things for years to come with this. So let me just show you the difference here. These on the bottom half were die cut right out of the paper with the dies. Okay, very cute. They die cut perfectly. They're awesome. The top half I stamped and colored, and these I die cut. These I just put on it like a sampler for you. But really, either way, right? If you want to color, you can stamp and color. If you want to use the paper, you can die cut the paper. How fun is this? And if you're familiar with the pegboard system that a lot of people would use in their garage or their shop, that's what this piece is. And you can really make it any size you want because the outside does not cut. It only cuts holes. I think, yes, I did. I did keep a piece to show you. So you can make that piece any size you want, and you could keep cutting the holes and make this a big pegboard if you wanted to, or like you could chop it, say, right there and make a mini pegboard. You can do whatever you want with this. So I do like that. And this, just a little kind of a side note, this paper, oh, now I knew I'd do this. Let me find it. I always forget what this is called. I'll find it. Maybe somebody already knows. Oh my goodness. Well, it's in the annual catalog. I'll find it later for you. But this paper has these little grooves on it. And I thought it was kind of fun for some of the tools, as well as the holographic paper would be cute. Any kind of metallic paper like silver or copper or gold that you have, you can mix and match, and you can die cut tools and make them really fun. Oh, thank you, Claire. She says she likes my my coloring. Jane, can I explain the tools? Jane, tell me what you needed to know. Is it easier to stamp and die cut, or die cut and then stamp? I always stamp first and color, and I like to color on like a full sheet, and then I just line up the dies. So I would just take, oh, here's some of my extra little pieces ready to go on a new project. So then I would just take my dies and I would line them up on my paper. And you've probably seen me do this in my videos. I like to just take these little Post-it flags like this and hold them down, and then I would die cut all of them at once. So that's my preference. There is no right or wrong answer on that though. So whatever works for you, whatever you would like to do. So let me just get these back in here. Trusty tools. So again, just to repeat very quickly, the bundle is in the catalog, page 56 for sale. The paper is a Sale-a-Bration free gift item. And I did want to point out that Melanie is on here. Melanie, if you want to put the link on in the comments, please feel free. Thank you, Chelsea. Textured shimmer paper. Thank you. That was this one. Melanie is awesome, and she creates these paper samplers. I know this is an older one, but I just keep all of them over here. And she puts a great topper on here. She lists all of the coordinating colors, and she mailed me some of the new mini catalog papers, and it didn't arrive here yet. So I was going to show them, and you can purchase them through Melanie at Mel's Inky Fingers. So if you look back through the catalogs, if you look back through the comments here on this live, you will find her link. If I think she's still on here, she can post it here, and I can post it later as well on my YouTube video replay. But no, they don't include the Sale-a-Bration papers, so I did want to have these ready. The item that looks like a handle, the circle, the die. Item that looks like a handle. So do you mean tape measure? This is a wrench, paintbrush, drill, pencils, hammer. That's a wrench too, isn't it? Hammer. And then in here, there's a saw. There's also a saw blade. Saw blade. Pliers, a clamp, a level. So I hope that, is that what you're asking? I hope that helps. I'm actually a little bit impressed that I actually know that stuff, but that's what happens when you're married to a tool guy. Okay, let's keep going. I have two huge boxes over here that I want to get through to show you. So many goodies. Oh my gosh. Okay, Enduring Beauty. My friends. Oh my gosh. Enduring Beauty. Holy cow. This is so amazing. This is so amazing. You know me, flower girl, right? Everything flowers. Thank you. Thank you. Melanie just posted a link. Thank you. Crescent wrench. Thank you. This, love. This is really a cool bundle. So we have a stamp set. We have dies. So here we have the stamp, and it's die cut. Here are the extra dies. Here is this great label. We have all these greetings, and I found that these 4 fit perfectly. This one was too long, so I didn't stamp that one. But then, if you don't want to spend a lot of time coloring an intricate, well, it's not intricate, but this would take a while to color with like blends or with your watercolor pencils or something. Let me show you. and we'll be doing separate videos on this. But this is a set of 5 masks. And so one at a time, you just lay it, I think it goes this way. Yep. You lay it right on top of your stamped image, and you use whatever colors you want, and you use your blending brushes, and this colors in seconds, well, minutes, like a couple of minutes. And I only used 2 colors on this. Only 2 colors. Well, no, 3. Sorry, 3. Sorry. But I will have a post on this with all the colors and how to do this. We'll do a separate video, but I just wanted to show you how fun and magical and quick this could be, and how much fun this, it's a whole bundle. So if you get the entire bundle with this number, you get all 3. So you get the stamp set, the dies, and the masks. And this is just probably easily my favorite thing in the catalog. It's so amazing. So cool. So hope you love this. Do I like the new white or the regular? Oh, good question, Tracy. So Tracy had noticed this. I forgot to even say anything. So for years and years, I have always purchased the black magnet sheets from Stampin' Storage, and those are what my dies are stored on. So that's the black. They recently did kind of just like a test run, like a sampling. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it when it's like a test run? Limited time offer, I guess would be the right word, of white magnet sheets. And so I got 1 pack, and I've actually meant to call them and inquire, because I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I don't feel like these are as strong of a magnet. I don't know. It's either my imagination or maybe it's the die that I put on here. I don't know. I feel that the black one has more magnetism. And I will make myself a note now, and I will call them and ask them if that is true or if it's just completely my imagination. But thank you for asking, Tracy, because I did mean to talk about that. But regardless, I love this system. All of my dies are stored in boxes right next to my die cutting machine from Stampin' Up. And I love just labeling them and flipping through them and always keeping them handy. One thing I'm going to show you, let me grab this one that doesn't have a bunch of extra stuff in it. A lot of people store their magnet cards in here with the cutout flap, the whatever you see how it's like an inch shorter. They put this on the front. I put it on the back because when you are slipping your dies in and out and you have them all like stored and you're flipping through them, if this is lower right here in the front, little dies like this can pop off or get rubbed or knocked, and they can get lost. So I prefer the full coverage on the front and this notched out part on the back. It's just preference. It's not a rule. It's not a law. You know what I mean? It's just my preference, but it's a tip I like to share. And then I always cut out the piece that comes with the Stampin' Up! Dies, and I just have it taped onto the back so that if I ever want to reference and say like, oh, what was that number or whatever, I have it handy. Okay, so Suze says that she feels like the white magnet sheets were wimpy compared to the black ones. So I guess it's not me. Lori prefers the black. Yes, Ruth, those masks are a lot like the sunflower that we just had. Yes, you're right. But the sunflower didn't have the stamped image. So yeah, love that. Thank you, Linda. I'm so glad you're enjoying this. So glad. Let's see. Lori says, oh my goodness, why have I not thought to flip my magnet sheets around? Well, it's actually not the magnet sheet that's flipped around. It's this that's flipped around because you need to label it the pocket on the front. I've shown this lots of times, and I'm sorry if it's been a while since I shared that, Lori, but yeah, I love that tip. It's just very helpful to me. Okay, moving on. We got to go quick. I have so much left to share. I feel like we barely scratched the surface. Okay, next bundle, and I have cards to show you. This is Lovely and Sweet. And there is paper. Let me grab it. And it's beautiful. Look how gorgeous. It's got this gold foiling. Favorite. Love that. I don't know. I'm weird. I just like graphic designs. So look at these beautiful gold foiled pieces, kind of vintage, eclectic. Aren't these pretty? So what I elected to do on this sheet for you was to highlight the images that can be cut out from the designer paper. I'm going to give you a true confession right now. I love embossed images, but I'm lazy and I don't emboss often. So, ta-da! I now have gold images that I can just die cut and I don't have to emboss. I wish I weren't so lazy about it because I love embossing and I just don't do it. But, let's see. Did I get out the stamp set? Here it is. I forgot to get it out. So sorry. So here's the stamp set. You can see that the images are the same, these 3 images. So you can stamp and die cut them, or you can die cut the paper. Okay, so there's that. Then I made some cards I want to show you super quick. There will be a separate blog post about these. This is a note card size with that die cut. Isn't that pretty? All those patterns. Love those. This is one of the sheets. I think there's 3 right here. Yep. So these 3 are from a sheet that has 6 of these total. So it has this circle. I'm pretty sure this is pecan pie. I was going to say copper clay. I think it's pecan pie. So it has this circle and then it has an image. And this one I colored very briefly, just quickly with some blends. This one I added one of those die cuts, layered it onto another pattern. And this note card, I just quickly added one more of the die cuts to kind of just mirror that and stamped a greeting. And then this one actually kind of turned out to be my favorite. And the funny part is this was all the leftover pieces that were on my desk after I created those 4 cards. These were left over and I just collaged them all together with 3 other patterns plus that one. So 4 patterns and pebbled path. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous. So there will be a separate blog post for that. Just wanted to show you some ideas for mixing and matching with the stamps and the dies and the paper. And then also in that suite, pretty sure I did this right. Did I do this right? Is Notes of Nature. And I did not have time to stamp and die cut this, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And I will, of course, have more samples in the future. Jean says, I don't like embossing because the powder gets everywhere. Yeah, that's part of it. I don't know what it is with me about embossing. I don't know. Why don't I do it? I don't know. I don't know. But I just don't. And I should. I even went to the dollar store a couple years ago. I got cute little containers and I swore to my friend Tammy that I was going to start doing a whole bunch of embossing now because I had the cute containers and I still didn't do it. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right, let's look at this. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, I know I keep saying amazing, but this is amazing. And I will have to do a totally separate video because this is going to take a while to explain all this and show you all the options. But I had to show you what I did. This, see, these are the white ones and this just fell right off. I don't know. I think I might need to call them and let them know that I don't feel these are strong enough. Anyway, back to this. So you can see these are words, right? This big die coordinates with this embossing folder. So you can kind of see the words there, right? I'm not going to read them all to you, but you can see it. I found if you cut 6x6 paper. That's your best bet because look, you get everything. You put the die over here and you'll feel it kind of click, like it clicks into place. You put your paper on, you close it up, you die cut it, and of course, then it's going to die cut out the words. Okay. Then you kind of have three choices. This is the way I looked at it. And for this sampler, I used a piece of the Sale-a-Bration paper. There's a very faint little heart design on there. It's got beautiful gold foil plaid on the back. So here are the three ways that I used it. So first, this was simply just what I showed you. Put the die in, put the paper in, and die cut it. So you can see they're raised, and you can definitely see what they say. Okay, now there's two more possibilities here. So once you have them die cut, you can take the new brayer. Sorry, I'm just going to reach. Sorry for my arm there. So we have this new brayer, and it's a very, very hard plastic. It is different than our previous brayer. So I inked it up, and I simply rolled right on top of all the raised portions. So you're going to get that, that, that. Okay? That's if you do it on that paper and you roll on top of it afterwards. Or you can brayer inside the folder. You can put the ink and you're going to get, see just that outline? See how those are just outlined? Isn't that cool? So here's the three right in a row. So just die cut, brayered later, or brayered on the embossing folder. And then here just with white paper. So this is amazing. My advice is have yourself a little die cutting party. Look, I already did. Look at all my pieces here ready to go on cards. Have yourself a little die cutting party and die cut a whole bunch and have them handy, and then just have a great time adding them to your projects. And I found this one hanging out just lonely on my table the other day. So ta-da, now it's going to go in here. So amazing. Yes. Need it. Yes. Love it. Yes. Okay. So that is one bundle on page 18. Look at the other one. So we have a similar hybrid embossing folder. This one is 9 hearts, a die with 9 hearts. So same exact thing. You just place this right inside. It'll kind of click right in. So see, like it doesn't move. Okay. Put your paper in, close it up, die cut it. Again, I used that same Sale-a-Bration paper and die cut hearts. And then look, I took one of those and put love you on there. Super simple card, super easy, very cute, very fun. I would suggest have yourself a little die cutting party, do a bunch of hearts and keep them in your, with your dies, or keep them in a container. And look at all these other ones that come with that as well. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm not making you crazy with how fast I'm talking, but I just had to show you how much fun it is. So here is a look with just plain cardstock. And then look at this. I used some Sale-a-Bration paper. How cool is that? And this is kind of funny. I went to put these hearts on that card. Here it is, on this card, okay? And I realized you can 100% use either side. Okay, this might not be the best way to show you because it looks confusing with the plaid. But what I'm saying is, did I have another one that I can, oh, here. Let me show it to you this way. Okay, so you can use this side or you can use this side. There's no right or wrong with this. So you can die cut these, or you can leave them on a card. You can use either side. You can brayer them. You can leave them plain. You can use designer paper. Like, how many possibilities are there with this? I think lots. What do you think? Is this going to be so much fun? And to think that I first looked at this and thought, I don't know if I need more hearts. I don't know what I was telling myself, but I am 100% in love with all of this. So let me catch my breath and let me look and see what your comments are. Yes, fantastic, Gay. Exactly. Yes, Susan, amazing. Thanks, Rita. Yes. Yes, Anita, I'm glad you got them both as well. Hi, Gay. Merry Christmas. Yes. Let's see. Anything else? Hang on. I'm just checking. Okay, Ruth, you're right. Back to the embossing. It's like getting out a whole nother set of tools. Exactly. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know why I don't do it. Okay, let's see. Lori says, now I need the words. Why didn't I order them? I know. There are some things, I don't know if you're like this, but there are some things where I'm like, I'll just wait. Let me see if somebody does something that's amazing and maybe I'll get it later, right? And then there's other things where I kind of just take a leap of faith and I think, you know what? I really think I might need this, and I get them and I'm so happy that I do. This is that Sale-a-Bration paper that I used for the hearts and the words. So I just want to show you quickly. It's kind of dual purpose, where one side is red and pink and Valentine-ish, heart-ish. And then look, the other side has all the gold and florals and plaids and all these great designs. Isn't this fun? So that's that paper. Just wanted to show you. That's a Sale-a-Bration item. I feel like, okay. I was just going to say, I feel like my pile's going to fall over, and it just did. Please hold. Please hold. All right. We're going to look at lighter than air. Or, lighter than air is the DSP. Hot air balloons is the bundle. Okay, there's stamp set. There are dies. And there is coordinating paper. And I'll show you quickly what I did because we just have so much still to get through. I used the dies and die cut the paper. So you can do hot air balloon shapes or heart shapes. You can add the basket or not. Up to you. I die cut cute shapes out of all these dies, mixed and matched. Again, just get it out and play with it, right? Get it out and see what you love. Down here, I used the stamps, and I'll show you how those layer. And then here, I just used the heart dies. So, tons of possibilities with this. All these different little banner shapes, the flags. They can layer on top of your balloons if you wish. There's this little basket, and I don't know, I can't unsee the fact that this looks like a badminton thing. A shuttle? Wait, I don't know, whatever that thing is called. But that's what it looks like, but you can use it as the basket. And then for stamping, I'll just show you quickly. So when you stamp this one, that's one piece. This is a second piece. You can either stamp it right on top, or you could die cut it separately and layer. You can also stamp this piece and these two, and you'll get that. Lots of possibilities with this. You can also stamp these two together. So mix and match as you wish. Use the designer paper or stamp it and die cut it or just stamp it. super fabulous possibilities. Just go through this really quick. Look at these fun colors and different possibilities for maybe birthday cards, even baby cards. I bet even Easter, right? Spring, balloons, fun. Lots of fun with that. Shuttlecock, thank you. I knew it was something like that. Yeah. But doesn't it look like that? Is it my imagination? I really think it looks like that. Okay. Stippled Rose is up next. And we have Stamps and Dies. So I have shown you here. You can stamp the large image and die cut it. And I'll show you how I colored that. Super quick and easy. You have the large leaf you can stamp and die cut. The smaller rose that stamps and die cuts. Then you have 3 greenery pieces. You have these 3 small flowers and these 3 small flowers. So you can die cut all of those. And then there are these 3 beautiful greetings. So this is lovely. This is amazing. I love this. And I very simply used my mini blending brush with fresh freesia ink and just made these little circles to color the purple. And then I used soft seafoam and Lost Lagoon on my Stampin' Blends to color the leaves. So these are pretty quick if you use that method. Of course, you can take way more time. You can color every little petal with your blends or your watercolor pencils or whatever. But I was trying to get these done quickly and show you all the possibilities. So I decided, this was funny. I texted my friend Tammy and I said, I think someone abducted Patty Bennett because she's using Moody Mauve and Fresh Freesia, and those are not generally Patty Bennett colors. But look how gorgeous. I had not used Moody Mauve enough, so I did the same idea with the blending brush and Moody Mauve ink with the large and the small rose, and then layered in some of the extra pieces of leaves and that die cut and put it on the Moody Mauve paper. And that is from Poetic Expressions. It's this piece right here. So this has some really beautiful, I don't really know what word I would use. Like I almost want to say like Victorian, but a modern twist maybe. Does that sound adequate? Correct? I don't know. But Moody Mauve, I said, okay, Moody Mauve, I'm going to get you out and I'm going to use you. So this was Moody Mauve with a little bit of Bubble Bath, Lost Lagoon, and Soft Seafoam. And again, all the cards I'm showing you will be in future blog posts, but I just want to give you, some ideas. Thank you, Robin. She said, I make the stamps much more interesting with how I color them. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy this. Yes, Susie, that paper does coordinate with the Easter eggs. Vicky says, be still my heart, Stippled Rose. I love the mini brushes too, Rita. Yes. The mini brushes are are they in the annual catalog? I think they're in the annual catalog from last year. And they've just, been available quite a while. Yes, thank you. Annual catalog, page 137. Yeah, so they've been available since last April. They are great for getting into your smaller spaces. So I would say probably 90% of the time I use my regular brushes, but for smaller things like this, I grab my mini brushes. So also something that I thought coordinated really pretty with this Stippled Rose, and I plan to use it together, is this new embossing folder. It is called Layered Florals. It is a 3D embossing folder, which means it's thick. You need to use that gray plate. and it gives a really extra detailed design when you emboss. Can you see how gorgeous that becomes embossed? This right here could be a card on its own. Okay, I know this color doesn't go, but this is just sitting there like waiting to be used. You could really, right? You could add a greeting mounted on a card and that could be your card. You really don't have to do a whole lot of extra to this. So lovely, lovely. And then I wanted to show you some possibilities. So here's just white. And then I used those mini blending brushes and added some bubble bath color, just a little. Is that coming through? Can you see the pink? I hope you can see it. It's very, very subtle. I just wanted subtle. Okay, and then I decided, well, what would happen if I inked this new brayer with some Moody Mauve and I just rolled it across the top to only kind of hit the raised portions. So then you get that. Like, that's pretty. Then I did both. So this has that brayered on the higher elevations. That sounds funny, but you know what I mean. The more raised parts and a little bit of blending brush ink. So 4 really simple ways to possibly use this. I know there's lots, but I just wanted to show you a few. So that's called Layered Florals Embossing Folder. If you are a flower fanatic like me, I promise you will love this. What does everybody think about stippled rows and layered florals? Let me know. I hope you love it. I absolutely love it. So beautiful. And I know, even Moody Mauve. I know. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's do ice cream. This is so fun. Let me show you my inspiration sampler because this is like my favorite one. Look how cute is this? Oh, Gay loves it. Cynthia loves it. Robin loves the embossing folder. Yep, Patty loves it. Will the old brayers work? Yeah, you can totally try your older brayer. As I was saying before, this seems to me to be a more dense rubber, and it's not, okay, in my opinion and in my experience over the last few days, this is not the mushier kind of brayer where you're going to like, really like blend and roll and roll and roll and blend. This is a little different, and I'm sure we'll find ways to use it and things to do with it. But so far, my favorite way would be what I was showing you with kind of brayering over raised areas on an embossing folder or on embossed images. So I don't know. It's something we're going to have to experiment with. I can't give you a full assessment yet because I've only been playing with it a few days. Shan says, anything ice cream is for me. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. So here is the ice cream swirl dies and bundle. Super duper cute. These are big. Like, here's my hand. Look, these are big. These are super cute to add just to the front of a card. Or, let me show you. So here are the dies. Here's the stamp set. You have options, of course. You can stamp and die cut. You can only die cut. You could stamp in color. You could die cut out of patterned paper or colored paper. So many different possibilities. So here I used the soft shimmer paper. This is the Lost Lagoon, I'm pretty sure, Lost Lagoon. And this is the Berry Burst and the Bubble Bath. Okay, so I sort of stuck with that just for fun. Sorry, that's blinding. Sorry. Let me put these under. Sorry about that. I just wanted to kind of just for fun, just go with this shimmer. Isn't it cute? And I wanted to show you. Here is stamped cone just by itself, die cut out. Here is just die cut. So there's a different texture piece you can use if you want to do that. And this is both. And I'm not sure that I'm madly in love with adding them together, but I do love this one and I do love this one a little more than that. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. I just didn't think that it turned out as good as these. And then there's this little piece that you can use as like a little wrapper. And my initial thought was, oh, like a bottom of a cupcake and then use this for the ice cream. But you can see, I feel like it's not the right proportion. So let me get one out. So I don't know, like that's really not the right proportion for a cupcake, right? I mean, you could do it, but I think it looks a little funny. So I nixed that idea. But you can layer cardstock and glimmer paper for a fun look. Okay, so that is like this. You can do 2 layers of glimmer paper together. So that would be this. Aren't they sparkly and cute? So fun. Oh, the cone. I wanted to show you this. So the cone die will do this. And it has a score mark to fold it. So if you want to just do an adorable little card where you attach the ice cream up here, and then, pardon me, it would just open. That could be a card in itself, or you could add this to a card. But now, here's the super fun part. So when I die cut this, I noticed that this top portion looked rather like a bowl. So I die cut it with the glimmer paper to make an adorable bowl. I know, is this not too cute? Too cute. So this is really versatile, really fun. You can put the little cookie in. There's also these 3 stamps in the set, plus the cute little greetings. My brain, this is just me, thought that it was odd that this donut is so teeny tiny compared to this ice cream cone. So I just want to show you real quickly. There is a host set with a larger donut. And so I really quickly made this little card with a larger donut. I absolutely love this Carnival Treats. This just screams my family. We love hot dogs. We love donuts. Love ice cream. I love popcorn. I think this is adorable. So I would grab this if I were you on your first order that qualifies for host rewards. But I liked the size of this donut better than that. So, you know, whatever, right? To each their own. We all can use what we want to use. I did also use one of these Memories and More cards that has the gradiated or variegated shades of Bubble Bath. So that is behind this glimmer paper, and it's not super noticeable. You might just want to use your blending brush to make something like that, but I thought it was cute. I mean, I was just trying things, you know, you don't know till you try. And you can see I've been die cutting up a storm here. That's fun. Whatever. And then one last thing before we move on, I want to show you this. When I was making some cards with this Flight and Airy bird paper yesterday, I had this leftover strip and it flipped over on my desk. And I thought, oh my gosh, this would make an awesome die cut piece for the cone. So it's always a fun lesson to just look at all of your supplies and see if there's something that catches your eye that might work with something that surprises you, right? Something unexpected. I love things like that. I love little unexpected surprises that just make me smile. So there you go. That's what cuts out with the cone, and you can stamp the image twice, or you can put this little die cut or whatever you would like. Isn't this fun? Love this one. Love, love. What do you think? I love the bird paper too. Oh, okay, Tanya, that's a great observation. She said this little donut almost looks more like a lifesaver mint. Maybe that's what we should use it for. Yep, a candy. Okay. Yep, we could definitely use it as a cookie or a. Well, I thought it was a donut, so maybe it is a cookie. Okay, thank you, everybody. My goodness, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we can be whatever we want to be, right? We can make it be whatever we want to be. Oh, I have so much left to show you. We might have to do a part 2. We really might, because there's too much left here to show you. This is the perennial postage. And I wanted to point out a couple of fun things about this. You can see all the sizes here, 2 squares, the rest are rectangle. These shapes are really cool because they will layer. So this one here can layer onto there. This one is this piece, and it can layer onto there. This one can layer here, and the squares can layer. So I thought this was really a fabulous tool to remember that, and I think I'm going to glue these on just to remind myself that they can layer. But if you like that layered look and you wanted to then put, let me see, hang on, sorry, I know I'm reaching right in front of you, but my stash is up here. So if you had something else then that you wanted to layer, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I see a card in the making right there. Yep. So you could mix and match and play with things that you want to layer and give yourself some extra fun colors and mats. Jen says, oh no, I need that too. So just wanted to point that out to you. The greetings are fabulous, and many of them can be stamped in these dies. I did not do that yet because I just didn't have time, but I just wanted to show you that layering tip, because often there are things that we just don't know until somebody points out, right? So while I'm just getting out the next box of stuff, I would love to know, have you learned some good tips today? Have you learned something that you think is helpful, that you maybe you're going to use it in your crafting? I would just love to know. Painted lavender is also part of this whole, it's like a mega suite. And there's also the paper. So if you're a purple lover, this is a must, right? That's part of this mega suite. I don't know if they call it a mega suite. I call it a mega suite. And then I wanted to show you a couple other cute things. You've probably seen the Be Mine suite because it's been out for a while for demonstrators. But if you haven't seen it, just wanted to show you the cuteness. There is a bee builder punch. Super duper cute. You also get a heart, and this is like a speech bubble and a small heart, but it also punches out the bee. So just in case you haven't seen it, that is super fun. Oh, somehow these got separated. That's the die for the set I was just showing you. And this got separated earlier. This is in that heart, you know, those 9 hearts that we looked at. This is the stamp set for it. Sorry, I do not know how that got so separated. Let me put that back with an adoring heart so I don't get that lost. All right. So anyway, the bee bundle is adorable. There is paper. You've probably seen it, so I won't spend too much time, but really, really, really cute patterns and fun, lively colors. So very, very cute bundle on there. And I wanted to flip through There's another embossing folder I wanted to show you and just flip through some of these gems with you. This is Sale-a-Bration opaque gems, so this is a gift you can pick. There are champagne iridescent dots, so these are loose, like for a shaker card. Rainbow dots, this kind of coordinates with the hot air balloons. Love these. Cork rounds. Hearts and flowers, this goes with the bee suite, or of course goes with anything you want. The purple shimmer gems go with the lavender. Oh, lightning and stars. There is a rock and roll bundle and paper. So fun. That is in this suite, the lightning and stars. Iridescent foil gems. Love these. That goes with everything. And then petal pink and pretty peacock foiled gems. It's a little hard to see maybe, but there's little gold flecks in those. So those are the fabulous new embellishments. And if you're new, let me just grab this because somebody will always ask. I use these from Amazon. They are Avery brand 4x6 vinyl envelopes, and I just use my labeling Dymo labeler or Brother P-Touch, or I have several different things now that I use, but I just label them and I keep them in there. Since Stampin' Up! Does not put the title on the front anymore, and since my old eyeballs can't read that, I like to label them large font and keep them in these. And so I have a whole box of all of my fabulous embellishments right here on my desk. We can look real quickly at ribbons. Oh, this embossing folder, I want to show you that. Ribbons and twine, and then there's just a couple other little things I want to show you, and I'll save the rest for some other time because we are just way over time. But really cute. I think it's Sweet Sorbet. Sweet Sorbet. This would go with Poppy Parade as well. This is Pool Party, and it is a Sale-a-Bration ribbon choice. This is Pretty Peacock and Gold ribbon. Gorgeous. And then this is a faux leather and gold. I'll call it a trim. I'm not really going to call this a ribbon. And cute baker's twine in lovely springy colors. Love those. And let me show you this embossing folder. This is a Sale-a-Bration item. It's called Softly Sophisticated. And there is a stamp set. This comes as a bundle. So you can only get this as a bundle, the stamp set and the embossing folder. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that's on Sweet Sorbet. This is on Coastal Cabana. But then I decided to try out, or no, this is Coastal Cabana. This must be Pool Party. Sorry, Pool Party. But then I again went back to this brayer and just rolled over the raised portion. And I think this was Lost Lagoon ink on Coastal Cabana. And I thought this gave it such a wonderful look. I loved this. So that is really fun to experiment with. And then let me show you super quickly these little packages of goodies. These butterflies. They come in a sheet, but they easily pop out, and you can add color with a spritzer, with a marker, with a blending brush, with a brayer, whatever you'd like, or leave them white. And love that you get 40 butterflies in a pack. So these are going to last you quite a while. These gold foiled cards and envelopes. Hello, beautiful. Aren't those gorgeous? You can color this in. You can leave it plain. I guess it really goes this way. I personally think I'm going to cut this in half and get 2 card fronts out of this, and then just get a pack of vanilla envelopes to subsidize the rest of this, because why not? And I'm going to experiment with coloring on these. Absolutely love these. the Memories and More cards and envelope pack. Calypso Coral. Why does it say crushed curry? Oh, because of the flowers. I was like, where's the crushed curry? It's on the liner part. Garden Green, Pecan Pie, and Pretty Peacock. So you have your cards that are white on the inside and 2 different color cards, and then 2 different colors of the envelopes with the beautiful liner inside. And I'm a little half tempted to just like pull this apart or cut it open and, oh my gosh, the whole thing. I might just use some of that as paper. Well, it's kind of fun that we can do whatever we want, right? There's no rules, no right and wrong. And to coordinate with these, we have the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More card pack. So as usual, we have our 3x4 and our 4x6 cards and the sticker sheets. So lots and lots of cute possibilities. These are all Patty colors. I love them. I think this is that same pattern that's on the inside of the envelope. I wish there was a whole pack of paper, just that. My gosh, I love that. So, Memories and More cards coordinate with the cards and envelopes. Oh my goodness, friends. I do have another box over here, but honestly, I think I've kept you long enough. And I want to say before you go, don't jump off yet, that these inspiration samplers, that's what I call them, inspiration samplers, they're all going to be on my blog, pattystamps.com, tomorrow. So that will be December 16th. And you can pin them to Pinterest. You can print them. You can, whatever you would like to do to remember the things that we talked about today and all the tips, but they will all be on pattystamps.com tomorrow. So I do this as just kind of a service to my customers and my viewers. And I love doing it, like I said in the beginning, for myself, because I like to just get a feel for everything and it gets me excited. Then I want to use the product instead of leaving it all in a box and then, weeks or months later going, well, I really should have used those ice cream cones. Let's see. There was a question. When you brayer the embossing folder, I didn't brayer the embossing folder. I brayered the paper, but it depends what you want. So let me grab that embossing folder. Where'd I put it? So you can do either way. So on an embossing folder, you can brayer the debossed or the embossed side and put your paper in and close it and emboss, and you'll get 2 completely different looks. So if you did it on the raised side, you would get something like this, but I didn't do that. I just brayered right on the paper. So either way, and then if you brayer the other side, what would happen is all of these raised parts would be light and everything else would be dark if you use the same dark ink. So either way, let's see. Was there any other questions? Oh, Johanna, I think I answered your question about the embellishments. You caught that, right? It's the Avery pockets. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Oh, good. Jane learned some new things. Thank you, Lillian. Thanks, Jeanne and Susan. Glenda, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are all so kind. So what else? Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have this video yesterday. I'm very sorry. I do my best. What else? How do you clean the brayer? Tracy, great question. So I have been using this cloth that came with the glass mat, and I just do this and I just sort of do this and I wipe it. You can also just use your chamois. Same idea, right? Just wipe it off like this. Or you can take it right to the sink. The only thing that Stampin' Up! Was telling us was be sure to dry it because metal can rust. So don't leave it wet, like don't soak it in the sink, don't leave it wet, just dry it off. But that's how I would do it, or a microfiber cloth, because you don't want little fuzzes and stuff on there. Let's see. I love the glass mat, Johanna. I've been posting about it yesterday quite a bit. I love it. Yep. Thank you, Cheryl. Who else had a question? Let's see. What else? Vicky, I don't know. I think part 2, I think what I'm going to do is as I use the rest of my products, they will just become part of my Friday videos. And rather than do a whole big thing like this, I will just go in depth with the other bundles we didn't get to today and in depth with tips and all of the things of the samples. So yeah, I'm not promising any dates right now. Let's see, what else? The envelopes go through the mail. Oh, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully they do. Let's see, what else? I'm just looking at questions. Could you please, prayers. Okay, yes, I will. Thank you. I will do that, Christine. Thank you for asking. Susie is asking about the glass mat. So there is an update. If you are a demonstrator, you can go to the demonstrator website and read the update today about being available possibly after Sale-a-Bration. So I'm not going to say any more than that because demonstrators can read that. And for customers, I don't know if it will be available in the future. Thanks, Elaine. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you, Rachel. I'm so glad you enjoyed the pages. Let's see, what, Ruth? Yes, I have done a ton of work, Ruth. I was not able to get this all done by last Friday, which is why I didn't have a video last Friday. But yes, I've been working like a crazy woman. Yeah, Cynthia, you can, if you're a demonstrator, you can read that on the demonstrator website. Oh, Tracy, you're so cute. She says, I love Friday time with you. I love that. I love that. You're a dear. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, friends, this has been so long. I'm sorry to have kept you so long, but we always have so much to look at with each new catalog. If you're still here, leave me a comment. Tell me if you had a favorite bundle or tip that I shared today, because I want to start using the things that you love the most in the beginning. And I will start focusing like 1 week at a time on some of these things. So I want to know what was your favorite. So thank you again, everyone. You are all so dear to hang out with me. I love you all. I love spending time with you. And we will chat. Oh gosh, next week. Next week is the 22nd. I don't know. My husband and son will be home next Friday. I may just be spending the day with them. I don't know. Maybe, you know what we could do? We could do like a live Q&A, just a face-to-face. And you can just ask me stuff about new products or about Stampin' Up or whatever, about my crafting space. Maybe we'll do that so that I don't feel the pressure of having something prepared, but we can chat, because I miss our chats when we don't get to chat. So maybe we'll do that next time, next Friday. I think that would be fun. What do you think? Let me know. Oh, Johanna likes the idea. Oh, good. You're putting your favorites. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Anita. So sweet of you. Oh, I love all of your choices. Oh, thank you for commenting. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. Well, have a fabulous weekend. I hope you're all ready for your holiday celebrations, and I will chat with you all soon. Thank you again so much.